epic inversion down there. Right. Morning. And so it begins. Cracking day. Mid-September. Start me tracking. I'm just parked up at base of Mamtor, and we're going to attempt the Edale Skyline. I've done it 4 or 5 times previously, but first time for about 5 years, and this will be the biggest hike I've done certainly this year, if not the last few. That's 20 miles. So we'll see how that pans out. Inversion. The up to Mamtor. I'm just on the Great Ridge. I just met my mate up at Mamtor for 10 minutes, and now cracking on. As I was doing the Edale Skyline. So I parked at the base of Mamtor. So Mamtor was the start point. Just on the descent from Mamtor down to Hollins Cross. So it's the first time I've done anything this big for quite a few years. So we shall see if that pans out. There's not really many places to bug out, really. Well, there's plenty of places to bug out, but they'd all not be helpful. I can get off the hill in many places, but that's not much use to me, because I've still got to come, if I drop down any of the cliffs off Kinder, I've still got to come up the hill over top of Mamtor to get back to the car. So I'd be as well basically stopping on top, because it's relatively flat. I'll be a bit more distance but less energy. Stone cairns have relocated, have they? Some sort of weird trend what started a couple of years ago, I guess. Usually on here, at the top of Backtor up there, probably won't show up on thing, I've got up and over that hill and up Backtor onto that where that lone tree is. Then there's a load of these little stone towers up top of there, unless they've relocated them down here. I'm assuming they're still up top of there as well, but it's one of them. Some people like them and other people's not so much. I can take and believe them, to be fair. So I was just levelled out a little bit. This is going to bring me to Hollins Cross, just in the bottom of this little dip, and then up and over. I say then up the steep side of Backtor, and then up to Loose Hill, and we'll cross the rest of the bridges when we get to them. A path intersection. Obviously we're on the Great Ridge, carrying on up to Loose Hill. Back the way I came is from Mamtor. There's a couple of different paths down here what drop you down into the valley towards Edale and wherever, and then various paths this side which probably drop you down to the old road down there, the broken road, and down into Castleton and so on. Hollins Cross. Beautiful day. Right, just approaching the base of Backtor. So it's like another crossroads in paths. Again, you can go down, take you down towards Edale, back up to Mamtor, where we go up to Backtor and Loose Hill. You can take the low path which cuts off both and takes you to the base of Loose Hill that way. Usually if I do it as a circle, I'll go up the hill and then come back down, and then down this path. Right then, see how this goes. It should be recording audio as well. And following me up back tour. So I'll see if we can do it in one, and obviously see if it climbs with me, which it looks to be doing at this time. We're getting there. Yeah, all the stone towers used to be here. Right, just come over the top of back tour, and now ascent up to Loose Hill. The actual path is there down the side of the wall, but over the years, mainly started from the base of the hill, it sort of started creeping over the wall and up, because it's a bit sort of smoother. But now that path's very well defined and goes all the way up parallel. Did it to myself, bonus. So Mam Tour, Loose Hill, now mass descent and then a serious ascent up to Win Hill. Well, that's in a minute, not now. Mam Tour to Loose Hill done. Just had a bit of a break and a chat, etc. with a couple of people, drone up and things. And now the descent. I'm just dropping off at Loose Hill summit. So effectively now descend down to that gate. If you're taking the low road back, if you're doing it as a circle, you down to the gate and then kick along under there, it puts you to that tree line at the bottom of the back tour, which is where I came up. But I'm not going that way today. I'm going along that top of that ridge, drop me down into across the road at near Hope, or in Hope, about 200 metres of road walking, I think, thereabouts, and then I'll find Twitchall Farm, which is one of the farms down there, probably that one, just in the tree line, and then up to get into Win Hill. And then that's the major pull out the way. Then it's relatively flat. There's another sort of up to get onto Crookston Knoll, onto Edale Moor itself, but that's not quite so bad. That's the big hitter coming up. So I've come down from Loose Hill, over top of here and round. I'm still dropping. Follow this trail, basically it'll bring me down to the road. A bit sloppy. Try and sort of not pick up any mud on my tread, because I want to take my traction away while I'm on the grass, etc. Mud on mud doesn't hold well. Ooh, a little bit of shade on the down leg into Hope. So all that altitude I just lost coming down from Loose Hill, I've now got to go down here, but basically I've got to go back up there and then the hill on top. Some sort of farm access road at the moment, just come off the footpath, which just there it splits. Take the left fork if you're going up, and so this will drop me down onto the main Edale Hope road. I'll just go walk across along that for a couple of 100 metres and then turn off towards the cemetery around the side of that under the train lines, and I think it's Twitchall Farm, and then pretty much the ascent starts. A bit of a service road tarmac going up to the farm itself, and then the up starts from there. Just intersected the main drag. So I'll go walk up here now towards Hope Village a little ways, and then break off to my left, run past the Cheshire Cheese. Just up here somewhere, looking for a left turn. Just left the Hope Edale Road. Carrying along here now, go past the cemetery and under the train line, I believe, and just follow it round to Twitchell Farm. Hope Cemetery, Twitchell Farm, and so it begins. So service road now to the farm building, which is around that corner and up a bit further. So it's sort of gradual incline tarmac all the way, and then you go up. You can see a bit of a path up there, just through the tree line. Altitude when I was in the bottom of the dip there, about 165 metres. So now, say it's all climbing up to the summit of Win Hill, which is on top of that, and on top of that, third stop. A gate there, so I had a minute there, and then just stopped under a tree there with a bit of shade. I'm just under this one with a bit of shade. That guy over there is just scootled past me like it's nout. I did ask him if he'd carry me bag up to Trig Point, but he just laughed. So yeah, Twitchell Farms here is still their property, is like holiday cottages and things, and there's a gate out the other side, open access up the flank of Win Hill. So I'm sure there'll be a few more stops before we get to the top. I'm done with the tarmac, but now we start the up. That was bad enough up. For that now it gets silly. So take a few paces, have a minute, take a few paces, have a minute. So I'll try and get into a shady spot like that for a second and work my way between them. I started out at Mamtor, Hollins Cross, back to Loose Hill, down, and now most definitely up. Corridor spiky things. Ow. Ow. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. You're getting me two trousers, definitely not one for shorts. So what we have here is Win Hill, Trig Point. Time for a sandwich and a cup of tea. Right, just dropping off the summit of Win Hill on the way now. So next port of call is Hope Cross, which is down the other end of that tree line. I'll probably just cross this wall when I get a chance. Hope Cross in front of me, just this side of that gate. A couple of sheep waiting to get through the gate. So yeah, from here up the Roman Road, cut across up onto Cruxton Knoll, top of Jaggers Clough, all the way round over onto that side there, which is Horse Hill Tor, Brown Knoll, and then back along Rushup Edge, Sheffield. Hope, Edale and Glossop. Hope Cross. I'm just concerned if I've bit off more than I can chew. I started off at Mamtor up to Win Hill, and now I've got to go up to Crookston Knoll and all the way along that plateau, and all the way along that plateau, and all the way along that plateau to get back. It took longer to get here than I anticipated. Right, it's got a decision to make. The original plan is the Edale Skyline all the way around the valley, which is 20 miles. It's a hot day, and I've not done a 20 mile for 5 years. So I'm biting off more than I can chew. It's took me long enough to get here, to be fair. I've started from Mamtor, over the top of them, down up to Win Hill, down to Hope Cross, and now here at the Roman Road. Now the plan was to go up to Jaggers Clough, up to Crookston Knoll, sorry, and across the top of Jaggers, Ringing Roger, and all the way across basically. Then Horse Hill Tor, and then all the way over Rushrup Edge. Well, I'm probably I'm 8.5 mile in now, to be about 10 mile when I get up onto top of there, and then still another 5 miles across the plateau, then another 2.5, 3 miles across up there, and another 2 miles there. So it's I'm just biting off a bit more than I can chew, and so on. So decisions. I'm still bad burned or scolded though if I do plan B. Plan A is carry on up there, but if I do bug out, I've got to come down one of the cloughs, which puts me into the valley, and then I've got to go up and over. But if I go up there, I've got to put a lot of work in to get down and back up. So the fact I've started walking this way while I'm still talking about making a decision, I guess means I've made a decision. Cracking day, but whether 20 miles are maybe getting a bit out my limit, especially with lots of elevation increase and everything. I could do it if I pushed it, but I've got time to consider as well. I've got to get back to Chesterfield for 6. In theory, when I would have done this years ago, I'd have been done for about 4. It's about 2 o'clock now, so I'm not going to do all that lot in 2 hours, that is for sure. So what the plan now is bug out. I'm still got an issue when I get up there. So I'm going to follow this down. This is going to put me to the base of Jaggers Clough, and then over onto the Edale road. Jack can either get onto the road or can go up via the youth hostel and over some fields and things towards Edale itself. But then I've still got to get over the top of that where I came along this morning, because the car is the other side of Mamtor. So even though I'm cutting the distance down, I've still got some incline to play with. So probably at the moment I shall make it up as I go along, but at the moment I'm going to cut down here pretty much towards Edale, Ollerbrook, that kind of neck. It was just this side of Edale, and then I think there's a trail that goes down to the road, and then what will takes me up to Hollins Clough, and then I can drop off at Hollins Clough to put me down to the Broken Road, and then up past the Blue John Mine and back that way. So it'll cut the distance down quite a bit, and then a lot of the terrain isn't quite so severe as well, so hopefully I should make some ground up before I have to get to the incline. So we're 8.6 miles in now, so I'm still 8, 9, 10, 11, it's probably about 14 every time I get back. That's a quick estimate. Not sure, we shall see, but that's still clipped about 6 miles off if that's the case. Oh no, I've got to get my boots wet. So the bonus of bugging out the way I've done. I've just picked up a new little bit of trail I've not done before. I'm now on a section I've picked up previously, so I'm not done down there over the river and up the other side to Hope Cross, but now we're at the base of Jaggers Clough. So no, you come down here, jump the stream, follow it up. It's not very well travelled, so it's probably a bit overgrown in places, but it's not a bad route. Nice little, very quiet route, as I say. Chances of seeing anybody are slim. But, so yep, Jaggers, and then I say normally come down here, which unfortunately at the moment means I've got to go up there. It goes up here in crests, and then it's sort of gradual descent down towards the road. Right then, that should be following me, and in theory recording audio to this, I think. Still faffing with new drones, so just trying to figure it out. Catch my breath. 10 miles just rolled. Up Mantor, Hollins Cross, back to Loose Hill, Win Hill, Hollins Cross, and then back below Jaggers Clough and over this path here. Heading west. Yeah, I said just rolled 10 mile mark. So as I said on the original trail, I have 10 miles to go. I'll say cutting it short. It's probably going to make 14. Well, this should bring me out at the Edale Youth Hostel, and then have a look at map and make it up from there. Right, that there is Edale Youth Hostel. Go down here, I can carry on all the way down, intercept the main Edale road and walk along the road, or just down here is a low-lying path through the fields, which will take me back to like Olive and Edale, which is over there. But I've got to get over that. I better look at map. If I carry on down, I'm on the road, or find a way up onto Backdoor, or there's my footpath what takes me across the fields over that way. So I just get a coat looking at before I carry on, or that way. This one just drops me to the road, and I'll turn right, a little bit of a road walk, and then there's a trail that goes over called Backdoor Bridge, and then that path splits. One goes up to Backdoor and one goes up to Hollins Cross. I think probably the Hollins Clough one, because that's sort of taking me in the direction I want to go, and possibly a little bit more a gradual incline over distance rather than a short sharp. But again, I'll get a coat looking at when I see it and make it up as I go along. I've come down that way, but I've not been up it, I don't think. So we always used to be able to park here, which maybe they can now, but then they stopped it. But there are cars there now, so that always used to be where we parked to go to Jaggers Clough. Park there and then just walk down the road about half a mile, and then up on that trail I came down earlier to go up onto Jaggers, and then down Ringing Roger and Hollowbrook. Access road down to Backdoor Farm. So I've got to come down here over Backdoor Bridge, and then I guess over a few fields, and way up to Hollins Cross. We bugged out, we came along that tree line, got to Hollins Cross, and then we come down past Jaggers Clough along that trail there, then up and over fields back to Edale Youth Hostel. Navigational cock up in them woods, down to this road, along the road, and then up this farm access, and then onto the side of the hill. Just up here somewhere, a couple 100 metres I think, it's going to curl left and then climb a little to get to the Hollins Cross itself on the ridge, and then I've just got to drop over the other side and go down and then back up the broken road. So we're getting there, but it's definitely had enough day kind of thing. Beautiful day, but it takes it out of you with all the ascent. But we'll get there, plod on, plod on, plod on, around here to Hollins Cross, the main path of the Great Ridge where I came down this morning. Yeah, go down here, which is a little bit rough and ready. We can just walk up a bit, and there's another path that goes down, which intersects this. Oh, this one drops down near farm, and then up to the old road, the broken road which is there. The car's the other side of that little nib. I think the other one's a little bit friendlier, so I'll do that. I'll just go back up, duplicate a little bit of the Great Ridge up to the next path down. Alright, dropped off the Great Ridge again now, and on this down trail, cuts outside at hill here. I think you can carry on around to the top of the broken road, or you can curl down to the bottom of the broken road and walk up it, which is obviously a bit more interesting, so that's what we shall do. From Hollins Cross, you just go back up towards Mamtor, past this and to the second gate, past the first gate to the second gate, and then you'll see this trail. This is the broken road. This was the main road what came through Hope, Castleton, and took you over towards Chapel and Frith. But Mamtor, also known as Shimmering Mountain, had several landslides, hence the side of the mountain missing up there and being here. So it came down, destroyed the road. From what I understand, they rectified it, they cleared it and relayed it, and then we had another landslide. I think this happened 3 times, but I might be completely unfactual with that, I don't know. Well, something about they repaired the road several times, it kept landsliding, demolished it, so obviously eventually they called it quit. Shop and cabin down there. Got a few campers set up for the night. See the main road, which is a bonus. I've just got to get to that, turn right, there you go, and go up that to 300 metres to get back to the motor. All things being equal, seat car for me. It closes the loop where I went in this morning, and there we was back. 14 mile exactly, 13.99 at the moment, so hopefully that should just roll over. And you say, oh, bang on, 14 miles, 21.8 kilometres, 14 miles, 9 hours 37 minutes. Jesus. But, certainly know about it, but we're back, and that's the main thing.